Guys, guess what? I was right. Once again. I mean, I know the reversal is coming and voila, 17,000 in Bitcoin price. It's pretty good, isn't it? Um, to tell you the truth, is that for me it was like a more like a 2080 guess. We could have gotten worse, but I was looking at the news. The news was that FTX was the biggest news. That's it. Period. So anything after that fallen, it has to be bigger than FTX. People aren't panic selling anymore. It actually are consolidation, meaning the fact that there are people that are um, buying the dips. The dip is so deep. So it's like the 30,000 they thought it was a dip, and now is at, it was like 15,000 or something like that, right? 15.8, and then so they start buying it. They think it's way too cheap. It's like half of what they, it's half of what they used to cost, 30 something thousand. So 30,000 people thought it was the cheapest. It was a great time. Michael Saylor actually got it at that time. So yeah. So I think like the market thinks there's still hope for it, and quite honestly, I think they're bad news, but bad news is also great advertisement for everything, So it's not necessarily a bad thing. In America, especially America, bad news is good news for publicity. Like Lindsay Lohan, and she did a lot of weird stuff for a while. She was pretty popular. I mean, I think like once you actually pass a point where you actually cannot be reliable anymore, then it's really then it's bad news, right? But people still believe in Bitcoin, and they're making a lot of news out of it. A lot of the YouTubers are increasing their subscribers. People are reading on it. They're intrigued by it. People who haven't used it, they're intrigued by it. So next time when there is a bull run, guess what? They're gonna open an account and they're gonna buy some Bitcoin because like they have forgotten about it, but yet they know what it is because the media talks about it. I think that's how it is, man. People are intrigued. I'm intrigued, man. I think a lot of us have blind faith, and that's the problem, And unfortunately, we have a lot of blind faith in crypto. We just think like, oh, SBF is great, so he's taking care of our money. We're in good hands. That's good. And it's scary, man. It's scary because we're trusting real life people, humans, to make good judgment above human judgment, which is really, really, really tough, really hard. And then I personally don't think it's really that possible to be way above human. And I think regulations it's important, and I think regulations are great, but doesn't mean there aren't bad characters in a regulated place. I mean, think about all these greatest scam. They were all done in a traditional normal financial world. They had regulations. So it is the bad character that gets people. I think I think there should be more reinforcements all the time. Corporate should always take the time actually train and do more reinforcements. That's what I think. Maybe it might help, might not, but human nature is always the same. It's always history always repeats itself. But hey, if history always repeats itself, then Bitcoin is going to come back. That's it.